May ni thum sang ni som ni paruk ani hey Donald Trump pa hian in Cuba lak atum thu aron soile to ni Iran Indo po ala zo lowin na langa hetiang hian in ramdanga arilru apele chan tatlat mayani hemi chungchang hi kan react chan main he kan en holonga
St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School chuan kum sang ni som ni paruka tanga sang ni som ni pasari academic sessionatan class 11 arts admission kan hongle ta e kan zirlai te talent phau chuanan co-curricular activities rang school sport field trip picnic excursion teachers day le adang te ro pui taka man pui thinan ni experienced teacher ten pathian thu ne na no pangan zirtirna le an kai hoina skula hian admission ron ti vero le
Yes, St. Anthony Higher Secondary School Chaltang Lili Veng hi phone number ten ron tar langa in lo bianga admission in lo han ti ve theu don yo ole tu da zonin kan react chanang
The Trump administration ramping up pressure on Cuba's.
Tu da hian Cuba sarkar hi an norle to me kani Cuba hi communist sarkar ania chu wang chuanin engtin nge Trump ate hian in man la kang shita chak om khop mai ama Trump pange hian in ama ka atang in he thili aron soi chuo kani tat mai na
Communist regime expanding sanctions as the president signals a
okay economic pressure an pe ni engtin nge shek tak chu ko shalawa ama ro chu sanctions ding han ron soi le tlat maya chu wang chuanin Trump hian in he thili hi chu mang tang kai khop maya Cuba po hi engti kong zong tak emani hi chuanin a shek bet ne le don ani e khai o a chiang in ka sheti khan
harder line on Havana. Here he is last night addressing a club in West Palm Beach talking about a former Florida congressman.
Florida congressman lo ni to thin pakhat chungchanga soina nizana he thil hi Trump hian in ron soi chuak ani
And he comes from originally a place called Cuba.
oh khapa kha Cuba atangin aron kala mo congressman lo ni to thin Florida ami chungchanga soi Cuba atangin aron kalati
Which we will be taking over almost immediately.
Atong kam kha an direct me ama hi anui lo shrim he pa hi Cuba atangin aron kala he congressman lo ni to congressman lo tang to thin pa hi Cuba atangin aron kala he Cuba hi he ra mai hi tuna hianin arang theyang berin kan lang hal don ani ti top mai ani engtin nge la ka tum engtin nge Cuba ram hi control ang Venezuela president Maduro kha an man ti kan ria tuna hianin Iran te nen hian ting hianin deal an sign hlei thei lo ani chu thiang ani mek lai chuanin Trump he ting hianin thuron nei le dei a thil ti turte a thu soi turte hi engma a predict lok thei lo kan ti khamo tuna po borok ron nei le hak mai ni ramdang target le tat mai
Now, Cuba's got problems.
Cuba hian in problem tam tak an nei ani ti ani eng problem nge US nen problem an nei nge an ma ni ram shim hian problem an nei nge a chu soi chuang lo
We'll finish one first. I like to finish a job.
We'll finish one first. Asoi tum nia ka rin chu tuna Iran hi kan han boi pui zo te te anga chu mi nuwa chuanin kan boi pui yang tiang zo han in Trump hian in a soi ne ka thil ti lai hi ti zo phot ka duwa a tha a tiang zo han soi tlat mai
On the way back from what we'll do, on the way back from Iran, we'll have one of our big, maybe the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, the biggest in the world. We'll have that come in, stop about 100 yards off.
Iran ne na dilan siam nuwa kami USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier lian beraka kaka US pana a holam pangkhan US pana a holam pangkhan engemoni thil ti tir do da niang
Sure. And they'll say, thank you very much, we give up.
Thank you very much, we give up. Amahan ngal em. Cuba rambul nai dewa kami USS Abraham Lincoln carrier kha avatir phayanga chuanin Trump pakhian ngar play non le lok dang
About 100 yards offshore. And they'll say, thank you very much, we give up.
Kami USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier lian tuk tak mai ha Cuba bul nai han ti khanin kan vakal tiranga chuanin Cuba ram te chuanin an hlau lu tuk anga kan lom lu tuk kan tlome an lo ti ngal don atini Trump pakhian ki ama soida na ne a pui angal Trump pai I think ran sai zawang news mi ho hian
Let's bring in Dan Hoffman, Fox News contributor and a former CIA station chief.
hepa hi former CIA station chief ania CIA tin en ling nam hoi le to ni
Cuba, the communist government there is really struggling right now, isn't
tu dai hianin Cuba ram sarkar communist sarkar hi I problem har sat na nasatak an tok mek a
it?
Yeah, it is. And look, that commercial flight to Venezuela, that's kind of the model that the Trump administration would like to deliver on Cuba.
Commercial flight on Venezuela until ti ang deuh kha Cuba hianin ti antum mai thei aron te ni hepa hi Fox News tan hianin tangkai khop me Fox News a hian news tam takron contribute thina CIA te polo tel to thina
We've imposed pretty harsh sanctions and increased those sanctions yesterday. We've still got the energy blockade, and the president, albeit with some good humor, is making it clear that a military response, military action is certainly not off the table. He's trying to exert a lot of pressure on Cuba.
tu dai hianin Cuba hianin ama sanction an lo nei to an lo shek to kha anti bun bela eng tin mo ni shek dan kong thar mangin an shek le ning Cuba ram kha chuanin energy blockade te pokha anti le anga Venezuela anti ang tho khan Venezuela laka tu na an che dan ang tho hianin Cuba hanin an che nga photina chuanin an han en thli thaya nga engtin nge Cuba sarkar he communist sarkar hianin engtin nge hetiang pressure kan pe ka hi engtin nge alo riek kan du danangin a omdon nge hatiang khanin an en thanga amaro chu Cuba kha an hel zui zel ani chuanin Trump ate hianin asipai thilti theina mang hianin Cuba hianin avalu tanga engmoni avati lawang ti kha soi thei lawani achan chu Donald Trump hianin sipai thilti theina ka mang lawang ati dot law ka mangang poti chuang lawa kha option kha adani kha puile don kop mai
Just last month, senior State Department officials met with Castro's grandson, Raul. It's clear that the Trump administration is pursuing a couple of tracks here, a diplomatic one.
Tu na hianin Trump ate administration hianin thamasa atang to khanin Cuba mipoi mo tak ten hianin alawin dor to ani anin dor mek zel ni point arin ani tu na hian amaro chu Trump hian hetianga aron soi chua tak sia chuan khovel ma aron soi chua tak sia chuanin engtin emoni tak action lak anai don deuh ni te pon langa amaro chu Trump na hetianga aron soi chua hi chana om ve thei ani hetianga mi zong ma aron soi chua to hi chuanin atile nge thin ti hi mi hianin an hriat ve awang hian Cuba pressure nor nataka an nor le zual na turatan ting hian Trump hianin aron soi tiang zong te po khanin angai thei ani ti chuanin a warning lock ang deuh te pon angai theia soi tong khanin Trump hi chuan ka tiang ti hi chu ad ti ve deuh zel thin box siamo
with the leverage potentially not just to pressure Cuba economically, but also hold out that we may take kinetic action.
Well,
economic tu da hianin economic blockade kha anti vemek thawani Trump ate hian mo khami kha hlo sing lawani chuanin sipai thil ti theina kha kan pang lawang ti kha kan soi thei lo an ti ni
and Cuba had sort of a lifeline from Venezuela under Nicolas Maduro, but he's gone now.
Cuba le Venezuela te kha Nicolas Maduro noi khanin te khanin an lo thok ho thina Cuba po khanin hlong na tam tak te po khan lo tel ve thina niang Venezuela tang khan mo amar chu tuna zoni US in Maduro kha an mandai to sia
and it appears that that lifeline has pretty much been severed.
Tuna chuanin kami anin enge anin kung kai na an tho ho na ang chi te po kha mumal takin akal thei to lo nin alang ani.
Yeah, that one's been severed, and then the goal as well is to sever Cuba's relationships with China and Russia.
Cuba hi China le Russia ten po relationship thatak an lo nei ni turani he thil ani awang hianin heta America South America lama an ni ve in ka sia tiro ka se solo ni jon ka se solo jon comment section a khanin ati dik na kha rontile thamayula hebe America lam naya ho ram reng China le Russia te I nena relationship nei ho hi chu US hianin ati theivak lo ni in ka sia tu na te po Cuba hianin China te Russia ten relationship thatak ani tin communist party communist sarkar an ni bok he Trump sarkar ta zonin ti thengai na lo ri mo Venezuela te po kha China le Russia ten relationship thatak nei anga soyan nia chu wan zonin Trump an ti khan action la mak mai ani tin tun hai khan Russia khanin oil athon bok ani kha Venezuela khan mo khai ro kha chu Trump khan lo dang lem lawa mi puyan manga nga an mamo velo ma lo ti sak mai chu wan zonin Cuba po hi China le Russia ten relationship thatak an lo nei wang hianin Trumpan US tan apoi thei don tiang zong khanin angai to na te po khan o mani theya ama Trump chau lo po Trump administration noi mi poimo tak tak te pon Cuba hi US security tan a thadon lo ve chuwang chon he tianga chet kan lak angai ni tiang zong khanin Trump te po kha advice an peanga chu tiang chuanin a thu nei tu berin kan tianga ni mailom ati to chonin Trump khan tiang hianin thu nei na kha anei na saro pui mai sio
on whom they've relied for economic support, in return for which China has operated signals intelligence facilities, and Russia also conducts lots of intelligence operations from Cuba.
China le Russia te hian Cuba hian in intelligence operations tamtak an lo carry out ve me kani an lo be ve me kani he intelligence hi tun lai kho velanga phei chonin apoi mo to wa hanin do don se information nei thazok zok intelligence nei thazok zok kha ni na chang tur ani to aral thuam nei thazok kha chunia advantage kha chun nei tho mai theya amaro chu tun ang kho vela chuanin information intelligence kan ti ang chi hi he apoi mo turu to lutuk ani chuwan chuanin hetianga i Russia te China te na Cuba America ram nai taka intelligence operations an ron carry out an ron nei hi US chuanin an du don lo shrim ani
Cuba. So we'd like to end that.
Kakati to pandu aron soi chi atuna han Dan Hoffman hian mo
And have a lot more command and control over what happens in our own hemisphere. I think that
in our own hemisphere America ram bul naya om terama hi chuanin America du da nga thil kalpui hi an tum hle ani
Trump administration has been really clear on that point.
Trump administration te po kha an soi chiang to he thil hi chu bo
Let's talk about the European theater and specifically Germany.
Germany chungchang an chancellor kha te ron tong chuak to bo mai sia
The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, announced he's withdrawing about 17% of the U.S. forces in Germany. We have more troops there than in any other country except Japan.
Japan ti lawa chuanin Germany hianin US hianin US rampona ro chuanin sipai an nga berani
What do you think about that idea, Dan?
Dan Hoffman thu soi kan ngai thaliang ria kan nuam tlet ani hi CIA te polo tel to thina thu soi le information miron pe ka hi ril thei riu mai
Well, it looks like about an army brigade of 5,000 will depart Germany. Germany has really been a hub for U.S. military operations.
Germany hi US sipai te an chet lat vel na tan le thil an ti nan apoi mo khop maya
We operate European Command, Africa Command there, Landstuhl Air Base, that military hospital.
sipai tan chon apoi mo ni US sipai tan chon mo military asset an nga khop mai US hian Germany a hian
Is the largest military hospital outside the United States.
dam doi in te po United States po na chuanin sipai dam doi in lian ber om na US sipai dam doi in lian ber om na chu Germany ani
It's really as much for the United States to project power, including in the Middle East during this war against Iran.
Germany hi tuna Iran ne nanin do trumpo hanin US tan chon apoi mo ani
As it is for a tripwire in the event of any Russia attack on Europe. So
Russia ina Europe ram abe thut po enge lo be an lo be let ve theina turatan khan Germany US sipai omek te hi an poimo ani chuwan chuanin German defense minister po khanin ngai to thatle angayang antia ngai to thatle angayang US ten tiang anti don ni chuan tingte po khanin aron soizui he ani kha hetianga Trumpan order sipai sanga lai mai Germany atanga la chuak tura order a pek nu lok khano
I'm hopeful that the department, that Secretary Hegseth has given that the thought that it deserves. We get a lot out of our NATO partnerships, including with Germany, Norway. We just conducted
Germany le Norway te hianin min thopui thai me mai ani hetiani nei to rambi ga chuan mo
Arctic readiness exercises there with U.S. Marine Corps.
Norway le US Marine Corps te po anno thok ho na sa ni tun haya po
There's a great deal of partnership there to protect us against not just Russia, but China as well.
China le Russia lak atanga US min ven him theina turatan po khanin ni Norway te US te thodun na te po apoi mo mani
Senator Roger Wicker, a member of the president's own party, seems to suggest that this drawdown, he thinks, is not in the nation's best interests.
Hepa hi Roger Wicker Hepa hi chuanin Germany has stepped up in response program by significantly increasing defense spending. President Trump hianin teng hianin Germany atangin US sipai sanga kha ashuai hodona hetiang ani lai hian an defense spending ate poisa pek bel treu mai ni German lampang hian omje chu Trump pakhan tikhan sipai kha shoi hota khatiang ani wang hanin German sarkar hian khami sipai lem lu tuk tur ve nang khan sum kha sen bel ve treu mai ani
He writes, Germany has stepped up in response to President Trump's comments in support of Operation Epic Fury, prematurely reducing America's forward presence in Europe before those capabilities are fully realized, risks undermining deterrence and sending the wrong signal to Vladimir Putin.
hepa ngai da na hi chuanin hetianga German Chancellor tianga tong chu nu loka hetianga action an langhal vut vut hi chu che chual a hla om mangi oron ti ani hepa hian mo a chan chu heta Russia boka kha factor lian deuh kha ani le a chan chu Russia lampangin tianga Ukraine an ron ne a mo Europe te NATO ram te ron be chun zom zel ni kha chuanin German kha apoi mo do ne me mani chu wang chuanin engpo ni se he thi la hi chu US lampang hianin an si bai te hi soi ho po ni se an dak kir lai thei em mang engpo ni se he news apoi mo ber chu tuna kan re ka poi mo ber chu Trump hianin Cuba hi ron soi moi chho le nice ta vel riu mai ani engmon ni tak chu thleng le don aniang video lại anh một lẽ chịu đó nhỉ